My question to you, as a Jew, especially now, where do you believe anti-Semitism starts and stops? And the reason I ask, in the context of, are the folks that are protesting what Israel is doing right now, do you think that they are unto themselves anti-Semitic? Is that protest anti-Semitic?
Look, I've got to say, it's a fair question and kind of an amazing one, because I know
children in Gaza are starving to death on live television. And the head of the ADL goes on CNBC to cry about protests in New York. Think about that. Skeletal children gasping for bread, doctors collapsing beside them. And Jonathan Greenblatt's biggest concern is that Americans are chanting Free Palestine in the streets. Today I will show you how Greenblatt's CNBC interview backfired, how defending genocide has destroyed Israel's credibility forever, and why your voice matters in this fight for humanity. By the end of this, you'll see that silence is not neutrality. It is complicity. Join this movement, subscribe now, not for me, but because this space is a home for truth when power lies, a refuge for justice when leaders betray, a sanctuary for humanity when the world turns away. Every subscription is another voice saying, no, we will not be silent while Gaza starves. Inside Gaza, families line up for food that never arrives. The United Nations confirms the worst famine threshold in modern history. Nearly 500,000 Palestinians at catastrophic levels of starvation. Israel cut off food, medicine, water. They bombed relief workers. And Greenblatt, he goes on television to frame protest as hate. Tell me, what kind of sickness does it take to defend starvation while silencing outrage? Drop "Stop Starving Gaza" in the comments.
My question to you, as a Jew, especially now, where do you believe anti-Semitism starts and stops? And the reason I ask, in the context of, are the folks that are protesting what Israel is doing right now, do you think that they are unto themselves anti-Semitic? Is that protest anti-Semitic?
Look, I've got to say, it's a fair question and kind of an amazing one, because I know I've said, and many people have said over and over and over again, protesting Israel isn't anti-Semitic. The hundreds of thousands of people in Tel Aviv and Haifa and Jerusalem, they're not anti-Semitic.
Okay, wait, we were kind of getting to a good point there, that protesting Israel is not anti-Semitic, but then he only says that the Jewish Israelis who have protested Benjamin Netanyahu, they're not anti-Semitic.
Starvation is a weapon. Silence is complicity. From March through May, Israel's siege was total. No food in, no medicine in, no mercy in. The Gaza Health Ministry has confirmed hundreds of starvation deaths, most of them children. The true toll, far higher. Entire classrooms vanish daily. And yet, Greenblatt weeps not for them, but for the protests that shame his narrative.
The only country that you think has any responsibility for the situation is Israel? If you parade signs around that claim Israel is a Nazi state, if you make wild claims that, like Bella Hadid's father, Mohammed Hadid, did over the weekend, that he wants to destroy the state of Israel, that crosses a line. I mean, literally, I just can't understand, Andrew. I care about children in Gaza, too. But why was there not a single sign yesterday or over the weekend saying they care about Israeli children? Why isn't there a single person at these protests saying, Qatar, lean on Hamas? The one-sidedness of this is just astonishing. And
Okay, so number one, it is absolutely deranged to compare what is happening to the children of Gaza. A full kindergarten's classroom's worth are being killed every single day for the last 635 days inside of Gaza. You have upwards of 10 children per day who are losing limbs. You have entire family bloodlines wiped out on a regular basis. And you're wondering why people are not protesting on behalf of Israeli children?
Think about that inversion. Children wasting away on live television. And the head of the ADL says the real problem is a crowd in Union Square chanting Free Palestine. Do our values, democracy, equality, compassion, mean anything if they collapse when confronted with a starving child? When you defend death by starvation, you kneel before injustice. Aid trucks reach Gaza only in fragments, often under sniper fire. The World Health Organization calls this man-made mass starvation. Doctors in Khan Yunis hospitals collapse while trying to save children, whose bodies have already cannibalized themselves. And here's the part you're not supposed to hear. Israel bombed the aid workers too. Meanwhile, American politicians sign off on more weapons, more bombs, more complicity. Your tax dollars sponsor this famine. Greenblatt wants you distracted with labels, but here's the truth. Opposing genocide is not anti-Semitism, it is basic decency, it is refusing to look away while an entire people is erased.
In the first place, but then to answer the question, why are people protesting in the United States against Israel? Well, it's because our government is fully complicit in one side of this equation. We're not sending billions of dollars to arm Hamas to continue their fight on their side. We are arming Israel.
Compassion is not optional. And that is why people march in New York. That is why college students risk arrest. Greenblatt smears them as anti-Semitic, while admitting that Israeli Jews who protest Netanyahu aren't. The double standard collapses on itself. If Israelis can oppose their government without being called Nazis, why can't Americans? Why is saying, "Stop bombing children," treated as hate? That's not logic. That's repression. And repression that always walks hand in hand with injustice. Do you agree protests are being smeared to shut us up? Let me know below. Truth isn't a threat, it's salvation. This is about moral consistency. If democracy means anything, it cannot mean funding the starvation of 500,000 people. If equality means anything, it cannot mean excusing the blockade of food to an entire population. If compassion means anything, it cannot mean silence while children waste away. And yet we are told to swallow our morals in the name of political loyalty. No, enough. The future will ask what you did when Gaza starved. Your answer cannot be silence. History won't remember Jonathan Greenblatt's excuses. It will remember whether we stood silent while Gaza starved. If this shocked you, comment Free Palestine below. You just heard why Jonathan Greenblatt and the ADL have lost all credibility. Because defending genocide is indefensible. This is ADL's Jonathan Greenblatt faceplants as Americans turn on Israel. Like this video, share it, subscribe. Do it not for me, but because an entire generation sees through the lies. The time for excuses is over. The time for solidarity is now.